Imagine this, you built an amazing startup, work day and night and finally attract an investor. They put in money, help you grow and then years later they walk away with 10x or even 100x their investment. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly how smart investors make millions from startups. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Navdeep and I am a 19-year-old trying to build my own startup that will help millions of people. As I am working on my journey, I have been learning a lot about how startups and investors work. Today, I will break down exactly how investors make money from startups with real-world examples so you can understand everything clearly. So if you find this video valuable, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram for more startup insights. Let's get started. Part 1. How investors get involved. So when a startup is in its early stage, it needs money to grow. This is where investors come in. Investors put their money into a startup in exchange for their equity, which means they own a small percentage of the company. But not all investors are same. Let's talk about some of the main types of investors. Number 1. Angel investors. These are wealthy individuals who invest their own money in early stage startups. Example, Jeff Bezos invested in Google in its early days. In India, we have Kunal Vail, co-founder of Snapdeal, and Aman Gupta, co-founder of Board, and many others who actively invest in startups. Number 2. Venture capitalists. These are firms that invest in startups using money from multiple investors like Sequoia Capital, which invested in companies like Apple and WhatsApp. Number 3. Public equity and IPO investors. Some investors come in later when the startup is already big and invest before the company goes public. And when the startup finally launches its IPO, which is also known as initial public offering, every day people can invest in it too. Part 2. How investors make money. So how do these investors actually make money? There are 3 major ways. Number 1. Equity growth. Investors buy equity at a low price and wait for the startup's valuation to increase. For example, early investors in Facebook bought shares when it was worth a few $1 million. Today, Facebook, now Meta, is worth hundreds of billions. When investors sell their shares later at a much higher price, they make a huge profit. Number 2. Acquisitions. Many startups don't go public but get acquired by bigger companies. For example, Instagram was acquired by Facebook for $1 billion. Early investors in Instagram made massive returns when this happened. In India, Flipkart was acquired by Walmart for $16 billion, making huge profits for early investors and its founders like Sachin Bansal and Vinay Bansal. Number 3. IPO. This is when a startup finally goes public, allowing anyone to buy shares. Investors who bought shares at a low price can now sell them at a much higher price when the company gets listed. Example, when Zomato went public, its early investors saw a massive return on their investment. Similarly, Nykaa's IPO made huge returns for their investors and venture capitalists. Part 3. The risk factor. But here's the catch. Investing in startups is risky. Not every startup succeeds. In fact, 90% of startups fail. This means investors could lose their money if the startups does not grow. That's why they invest in multiple startups, hoping that even if some fail, the ones that succeed will bring them huge profit. So that's how investors make money from startups, by betting on the right company, waiting for it to grow, and then either sell their shares, cashing out during an acquisition, or making money through an IPO. Smart investing can make people millions, but it is not as easy as it sounds. I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram for more content on startups, business, and AI. Also, let me know in the comments if you would ever consider to invest in a startup by yourself. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.